everyone, Sheehan here, talking to you about how to prep for your PET scan. You'll have to pardon me if I sound a little funny. I am recovering from double oral surgery that I just had done yesterday. And I wanted to come to you and just talk about how to prep for your PET scan, which stands for positron emission tomography. First thing I want to clear up there are two types. There's one that studies the heart and the heart function, and there is another type that studies tumors and other pathologies. So first thing to know is which type of PET scan you are getting. Now, MD Anderson gave me a list of instructions for my PET scan that were no strenuous activity 48 hours prior to the scan, maintain a low-carb diet 24 hours prior to your scan, nothing to eat 6 hours prior to the exam, except for water, and they actually encourage you to drink a lot of water. They say that it'll take approximately 2 hours for the test, and you should arrive 30 minutes early. Now, these seem like simple instructions, but frankly, I had a lot of questions afterwards. And my tip to you is that if you have questions, you should do some research and contact multiple resources if you can. First of all, regarding the first one, the strenuous activity 48 hours prior to the procedure. Now, luckily, because of my dental work, I'm not doing anything strenuous. However, I am scheduled for my second expander fill post-mastectomy reconstruction tomorrow morning. So I was really concerned that the PET scan might be affected by that. And rather than just going by one source, I called my surgeon, I called the radiology department, and just checked on both ends that it would be okay for me to get the PET scan immediately following a fill. The other thing that was really just confusing to me was maintaining a low-carb diet 24 hours prior to your scan. And so they didn't really describe what that was, and I actually made a couple small mistakes, but was quickly able to resolve them. So I found two resources that I really liked regarding that. The first one is the Physicians Clinic of Iowa, PC. And they explained that following this diet is important because what they're actually going to be doing is injecting a radioactive glucose into your body, which will then go to wherever the tumors are or potentially could be. Now, this immediately explains to me perhaps maybe why I've been craving sugar so much. But that aside, I'm really glad that I read this because now I understand why you need to follow the low-carb diet and just some of the mistakes that I would have made. Like, I didn't realize fruit is on a low-carb diet. It's not just the carbs, it's the sugar. And, you know, carbs are a sugar. So this can really be confusing to anyone. So I like how this site, the Physicians Clinic of Iowa, explained that, and then they also gave some suggested foods like non-breaded beef, chicken, turkey, fish, pork, lamb, or ham without honey. Now, without honey, that's what triggered me to realize, oh my goodness, as I was mixing my tea, that I had put honey in it, and I just wasn't thinking that the honey would be like sugar. So I luckily noticed it after 2 sips and dumped it out and realized I'm just wasting a little tea, and made myself some new tea. Now, a lot of these foods as well, being that I can't chew, it's an issue for me. But what is on there is peanut butter, most nuts or sunflower seeds, and eggs. So I was able to make myself some eggs, and I can at least eat some peanut butter. They say you can have low-fat cottage cheese, a light yogurt, sour cream, and butter. They gave a few meal suggestions, but what's important are the foods to avoid. All foods containing sugar and most processed foods, even low-carb versions of the items listed below. And pardon me for reading because I can't have this memorized. So, no potatoes, peas, rice, brown or white, crackers, ketchup, tomatoes, breaded foods, syrups and jams, squash, chips or pretzels, bread of all types of grains, soybean edamame, legumes, milk, ice cream. Darn it, I want ice cream so bad right now, especially with my teeth, but no ice cream. I'm gonna have some ice. No veggie burgers, no carrots, no juices. Here's the other mistake. Earlier today I had a vegetable juice that my brother had made. I'm hoping that that wasn't too bad and that it was long enough in advance that my body will metabolize it. No candy or gum, no corn, no fruit, no pasta or noodles, no breath mints, and no rice cakes. So I really liked that resource. And there was one other one that I wanted to mention to you before I wrap it up. And this comes from Texas Oncology. They explain quite simply, sugars include, no sugar. Sugar includes fruit or fruit juices, soft drinks, jellies, no coffee, yogurt, desserts, candy, or alcohol of any kind. See, they said yogurt you could have on the other one, but not on this one. So I'm just gonna not have yogurt. So all of that should be avoided in addition to your starches and carbohydrates, which is bread, rolls, cakes, tortillas, rice, pasta, crackers, potatoes or corn, any types of chips, pastries, oatmeal or cereal or pizza dough. Your evening meal should consist of proteins with no starchy vegetables. No dessert or fruit should be consumed with dinner either. Foods that are allowed for dinner or breakfast prior to your scan if it's in the afternoon: proteins and vegetables, fish, tuna or grilled fillets, chicken, pork, eggs, cheese and milk, beans, non-starchy vegetables, no potatoes or corn, and nuts, non-honey roasted. Now, gosh, I feel bad for the vegans out there. I don't even know what you would do. I guess water fast, but your blood sugar matters, and they will test your blood sugar before doing the exam. And also, you'll be drinking contrast and getting an IV contrast. I think that's it for now. I wanted to say goodbye to you in my cute cat pants that Amy Rapici gave me, and the comfort of my own home while I have a good evening prior to my PET scan tomorrow. Pray, 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 God, that this has not left my breast or the lymph nodes that were removed. I pray this for myself, and I pray this for all of you, to have a healthy recovery and the least possible findings that there are in your scan as well. Have a good night. That's what she said. Mwah.